This is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a mod called Gravitational Racing Hub World. Now, this is a scenario, but when you go inside of the scenario, there's basically scenarios inside of that scenario. Sounds a little confusing, right? Don't worry about it. Also, don't worry about this. The graphical glitches from one of the mods I installed, don't worry about that. I don't think it was this mod. I think it was another mod. Anyways, though, it says a hub world to access the gravitational racing mod scenarios. So let's go ahead and access them. Okay, got some more text to read here, except it's a little bit cut off. Oh, look at that. We can scroll the text. Add that to the list of things I've never seen in a scenario before. Scrollable text. So this is the tutorial. And it says, this tutorial will equip you with the basics on how to play the gravitational racing scenarios. An important thing to note that hasn't been shown in this tutorial is what the radial vision fully represents. And we got some numbers. The outer sphere is this. The middle is that. The inner is that. And the inner is considered the danger zone, where your car is unlikely to be able to get out again without assistance. Distance to a celestial matters a lot, so being a few meters away can make a big difference to the force. Another thing to mention is that your car will be automatically reset 3-second delay if you hit a moving object. For those who are interested in realism, you may want to read the following. Otherwise, ignore it. I don't know exactly what otherwise means, so let's go ahead and read this too. Velocities and positions are worked out using gravitational laws and laws of motion. Objects rotate at a frequency of 1 day per second. So Earth rotation is 1 second long. That's a pretty fast moving Earth. Masses are worked out based on their size, but are scaled down for their real life values by quite a small number. Distance between objects are scaled down by 10 to the negative 8 meters. Fixed dynamic systems assume a perfectly circular path and do not affect the objects at the center. Oh, interesting. Black holes and neutron stars have the same mass of the sun, but 3 and 2 times the density respectively. This is because they are too extreme to be usable ever-wise. They are so extreme. Actually, black holes are extreme. They're crazy, man. And then all velocities are sped up by a massive number. So 1 second equals 25 days. This mod sounds crazy. So let's see what happens when we try things out. And apparently, this object is static. I guess that means it doesn't move around. And the other planets, oh yeah, I see some moving around over there. They will move. So can we get pulled by the gravity of this thing? Let's see. I'm going to just kind of go straight along here. And then do we feel like it's pulling me? Maybe. I saw the car kind of shift a little bit oddly as we went through that red circle. I'm sure we'll get to an area where we could really get pulled on by gravity soon. It's just, that's the first small intro. Checkpoints allow you to reset. That's good. If I make a mistake, I like being able to reset. I probably should slow down here so I can read this. The system is dynamic, but fixed circularly. Okay, interesting. So let me try to get like under the planet as it orbits the sun and see if it can do anything to us. Oh man, it's actually moving fast. Hold up, I gotta move too. All right, can I feel anything? Oh no, he's too fast. I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him. I can't go around the circle as fast as him. There's no way. All right, I tried. Let's go ahead and just continue along. See what the rest of the text says. Gaseous planets and stars are less dense, so less massive. Yep, makes sense to me. The radial vision will only show the range for each celestial, not the resultant force. So if there are a bunch of planets stacked together, they're gonna pull harder on you, I guess. All right, let's see. How hard can these guys pull? I'm going straight. Is it pulling on me? I can't tell. Get closer. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can actually feel it there. Like, my car kept rolling a little bit longer than I expected it to. Okay, you can definitely feel it finally. Some tracks have shortcuts that can be opened with a key. Whoa, that's a cool looking key. It's like the solar system key. That's neat. I want the shortcut, please. All tracks also have collectibles, which unlock new tracks. I like collectibles. Were there any over there on that long path? Nope. None there. This sign means there is a strong gravitational force which will affect traction. Oh, this is what I want to see. Here we go. Is it affecting my traction? Let's see. Oh, it is. I can't. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should have got faster through there. I should not have been going that slow. The planets are too strong. I always go straight over on intersections. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just try to get away from that planet. Let me turn off stability control. I think that's slowing me down some too. This sign means a dynamic system will overlap on the track. That sign right there. All right, I gotta remember these signs. Oh, there's the dynamic system overlapping on the track, but I got a freebie through here. He ain't here to mess me up. Gotta make sure I steer good, though. This thing does not want to steer so well. Sometimes timing is key. Who needs timing when you got luck? I just floored it and got lucky. I'm assuming that's the finish. Yep. And now we're back at the main menu, and we got 2 new areas we can go on the left and right. They might have actually already been open. I didn't pay that much attention, but we got 2 choices. Let's go over to the one on the left side. And again, the electronic stability control is on. I do not like electronic stability control. It holds me back. So this is Gravity Basic, a simple track for you to deal with. Don't worry, this one's fairly straightforward and short. Be cautious about going full throttle everywhere though. You'll find that gravity affects you more when your car is in the air. Me? Not go full throttle everywhere? This sounds hard. A note about collectibles. You have to finish the level for it to count that you have collected it. All right. Ooh, my car looks interesting. I guess it's just because I have reflections turned on and most of the time I don't, so my car has this really cool rainbow look to it, and then there goes the green, there goes the checkered flag. Now it just looks like a normal, boring race car. Oh yeah, so boring, ain't it? It's still a race car that is literally driving through space. Not many race cars have done that. In fact, I can only think of one car, period, that has done that, and that was a Tesla Roadster that was launched into space. That's basically what we're doing right now, isn't it? Ooh, those things are Yankee. That's the first place where I really felt the planets pulling on me. Everything else I've done so far hasn't been that bad. I'm driving mostly normal and just ignoring the planets, and I'm doing okay. Oh, but look at that. You can tell the planet was grabbing on me because my car leans. It did it twice. Both times I got in the air, it leaned, and I see a little thing up there. We got to go to the left to get the collectible. I know I want me some collectibles. No matter how hard it is, I always want to try to get them. And since this was a beginner's level, there wasn't much challenge to collect it. Nice and easy, basically an alternative path that might have been just a tiny bit harder than the other one. I kind of want to see what the other path looked like, but at the same time, I also want to see what the new levels look like even more. So you know what I might do? I might do all the levels I want to do in a video and then come back and have some fun on the ones I've already completed. Oh, I can feel the pull now. Okay, that was actually a little bit scary. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it through there. I thought, oh no, it's going to yank me in and I'm going to be stuck driving on a little planet that's floating in space. And why are there 2 finish lines? Does that mean there's an alternative path I completely missed? I guess maybe when I grabbed that collectible, there was an alternative way I could have gone to get up to there instead. That's interesting. Looking at my stats though, I got a time of 1 minute 33, no resets out of 2. So probably, yeah, it could have been faster, sure, but we did it fast enough to accomplish all the goals, so that's great. And I assume those 2 icons on the right side, the top one just means you did it under the time, and the bottom one means you didn't reset too much. But I'm gonna retry, and I'm gonna look real quickly around here and figure out what the alternative path looks like. So there's oh, that's just where I start. Okay, they just look the same. I didn't realize that because I never really paid attention to where I started. Okay. I guess I should have saw that coming considering when I started I was mentioning, oh look, my car looks crazy because it's reflecting the green and the checkered flags, which is exactly what it looks like at the end. So we've now done that one, so let's go ahead and go over to the one that was to the right. I don't see the little rings on it anymore. I don't know exactly what's causing that, but hopefully we can still do it. I hope it's not one of those things where you gotta choose one and you can only do one. Oh yeah, it's working, I think. This track features a few sharp corners and celestial bodies to worry about. Tip, you will find it useful to use the Jupiter's gravity to your advantage around the figure 8 section. A note about collectibles, you have to finish the level for it to count that you have collected it. The reflections don't look as cool right now. I guess it's because they don't have the red as well. It's just a single color car. So it looks okay. But man, that other car, I'm missing how cool it looked at the very start of the race. It looks so neat. Oh, this is pulling me actually. Come on, car, go. We need to turn that electronic stability control off. I felt like for a second, the car would not accelerate as it's almost being pulled off of the road. That was sketchy. I'm gonna stay as far away as I possibly can from that inner ring, which means we're driving right on the edge of the road. And now we have a choice, left or right. I hate these things, I never know which way to go, so we're going left. And this has to slow. Woo. For a second, I thought that was a jump. I'm like, this is not good. It's just a really, really steep ramp that looks like a jump until you get right to the edge. Ooh, camera got a little bit low. Imagine if the camera was affected by gravity too. So as you're racing, the camera's just getting pulled closer and closer to the planets and farther from your car. That would be so dumb and annoying, but it'd also be kind of hilarious to just how dumb and annoying it is. Oh no, wow. Another point where I thought something bad was definitely gonna happen. I thought I was gonna crash into the wall, but then I thought I was gonna fall off of the road. I guess this is the figure 8 where the planets are supposed to help us along, so I'm gonna try to get real close to this planet going inside of that second circle, which doesn't exactly work the way I was thinking it would. The figure 8 is a little tighter at the end, and there was no planet to really pull me along. I just gotta do a little e-brake turn there. Or maybe it means on this part. Let's see. Can the planet help us through here a little bit? Yeah. I didn't go as far inside because I wasn't sure what to expect, but it helped me. All right, left or right? I went left last time, so we're gonna go right this time. I'm going a little bit faster than last time because I know it's coming up, but that was a little bit too much airtime, like a little bit more airtime than that, and it could have caused some damage to the vehicle. Oh, I see a little collectible over there on the right, so I guess I took the wrong path. If I went to the left, I would have been able to just drive into that easy peasy. Going to the right, I gotta do a little loop around here, which is gonna slow me down a bit. Last one, though, I had like an extra 30 seconds to complete it, so I'm not too worried about the timer. Unless it says, oh, you had to do it under 2 minutes, we're good. I think it's gonna be like 2 minutes and 30 seconds probably, though, if I had to guess. Let's see. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. We didn't use any of the resets. And we also got the collectible. So overall, that was an excellent run. Also, we've unlocked a new track, which we're not going to be doing immediately afterwards. Instead of doing that track, I'd rather get through all the beginner ones, then we move on to the advanced ones. And if I'm reading the display in the top right corner of the screen, this looks like it's going to be the final beginner one we're going to be doing. So after this, we're going to backtrack and have some fun. And oh no, I overshot it just a little bit. I might have actually been able to stop if I wasn't sliding so much, but I thought, oh yeah, sliding's fun, let's slide. There are plenty more gaseous planets and stars in this one, and each one will be more than happy to collect your car. The lack of acceleration will not be able to bail you out in dangerous situations, so plan where you're going before you get there. That's only really possible if I know where I'm going in advance. If I don't know where I'm going in advance, it's just kind of, let's explore this area and see what happens. A note about keys. You have to collect the key and get to the next checkpoint to keep it, otherwise it will reset. And just like the other two, the first thing we're gonna do, how the reflections look. I would say this one is second place. First place was the first car. Second place is this one. Third place was the one we were just driving prior to this one in terms of which one has the best reflections. Anyways, I should probably pay attention to my driving considering we're already almost going about 80 miles per hour, which might be a little too fast. This corner looks kind of tight and whoa. That felt weird. When I braked, it really braked. And now I'm getting pulled to the left. I do not like this. Let's go far away from the left because I don't want to be pulled in that direction anymore. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not how this is supposed to go. We're okay. Well, mostly okay at least. There's a checkpoint up there. If I can get to that checkpoint, I think I can get a fresh vehicle. We just got to grab that key. And now we limp to the checkpoint. And after we go through the checkpoint, since we got to reset the car anyways, let's have a little bit of fun. Let's see what happens if we actually get sucked up by a planet. It just sticks like glue. I kind of wish the car landed on its wheels so I could drive in circles around the planet. That's what I gotta try to do later on. That'd be cool. I'd also probably say that was the strongest gravity I've experienced thus far. And we're still just on the beginner ones. I'm a little bit worried about what the next level is gonna be, and then the next level, and then another level after that. I bet right here there was like some sort of wall originally. Because why else would the collectible just kind of be out in the open like that? It's probably, I collected the key and it makes it a lot easier to grab that collectible. It makes it possible. Wait a minute. I take that back. I saw some sort of wall open up to the right side, but it's too late now. We'll have to try this again, and then we'll take the alternative path and see if it's just a little shortcut. If there's anything interesting to look at, we'll find out. Hey, there's where we started, and now we can't see it anymore. Not gonna bother looking at it because I gotta focus on my regular driving, and I think over there on the right, that's where the shortcut would let you exit. So that'd probably save a good 10, 15 seconds off of my time if I took it, I bet. I already know this time is going to be bad, though, because we had to reset the one time. And not only did I have to reset, I also let the car smash into the planet and just watched it because I wanted to see what happens. And it is funny when you look at the planets closely, some of them are just spinning like mad. Well, actually, I think they're all spinning that fast. I just haven't paid that close of attention because I'm trying to make sure I don't fall off of the road most of the time. And we're now coming up to the finish line. And over to the right, we also have the sun. I bet that thing can really crush a car. Not going to mess with it. So we're just gonna get across the finish line, check my time, check my resets. Time, we didn't have nearly as much left over as we did on the other runs. And we only had one reset left, but we unlocked a couple new tracks. So let's return to the hub world. And hopefully you can go back into the levels even if the rings aren't there. I mean, it'd be really weird if you couldn't, right? Also, there should be like new planets or something around here. The unfortunate thing is I did not look and see which ones were already around in the first place. That was a bit of a dumb maneuver, but now we can just look around and see what's here. And then later on, we can compare and see if there are new things. So we actually got quite a few planets around this place. That's pretty neat to look at. And oh, look over there. There's the whole solar system, actually. And what is that ring directly behind us, too? So many things to look at. So first off, let's look at the solar system. Then we'll look at this ring. The solar system way out in the distance. Too far away to really have much gravitational pull, I would assume, compared to the ones that are real close to me. But it's still pretty cool to see it. Let's see. Which planets are here? I'm just going to count the numbers because I don't feel like trying to figure out if find where the outermost planet is. I want to see if Pluto is here, and I can't even see the planet. It's gone. It's hiding behind the sun, I guess. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets. What? 6? This ain't our solar system. What in the world's going on? I didn't pay that close of attention. All right, anyways, let's see what's inside of this guy. Teleporting. Still teleporting. Huh, it's not loading up. Let me try restarting the scenario and see if that fixes it. Reloaded and ready to go. I'm just going to back right into it. It doesn't have a color to it, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, look! The planets are moving now. Something was definitely off last time, and this is called Solar System Simulation. This is a little bonus, but does not have any goals. This is a simulation of the solar system. Feel free to use free camera to look around. You can increase your camera speed using Alt plus scroll wheel. All the objects are scaled relative to each other, with the reference being the sun, which is represented as a radius of 300 meters in this simulation. Simulation is running at 2,160 times real time, which is 25 simulated days per 1 real second. Interesting. So I guess we can go ahead and drive towards the sun and see if we can get sucked up by it, although how far away is it actually? I mean, if it's 300 meters across, that's still some distance to drive. I think we got a somewhat fast car, so we should be able to get there eventually. It doesn't even look like we're getting closer, does it? We are getting closer, right? I'm just gonna keep holding the accelerator down, see if anything eventually happens. There goes Mars. I like that they have the labels on the name, because from this far out, I can't tell which is which. There's Earth, we got Venus, all kinds of planets all over the place. Which one is that? That one's fast. It's Mercury, I think. Venus to get. Whoa! Mercury really moves, man. I mean, yeah, it's like WhyBeAre. Didn't you take 3rd grade planets? AKA astronomy. I had to think for a second. I'm like, wait, which is astrology and which is astronomy again? Astrology is the crazy zodiac one. Astronomy is the one where you actually study real life celestial bodies. I hope. It might be the other way around. I don't trust myself on what I'm saying right now. I could have said it completely backwards. Either way, one of them teaches you science. The other one teaches you not science. And we're getting pretty close to the sun. We're going to be under it pretty soon. Unfortunately, this car is actually a bit slower than I thought it was. Ooh, you can really see the sun reflecting on my vehicle now. It's all yellowed up. That is a bright sun. And, well, there's darkness everywhere else, too. That helps. So we're pretty much directly below it now. We'll go ahead and come to a stop. And let's see what it looks like from above. That sounds like a fun thing to do. So we'll just go throw the sun up to the top, and it's a little bit bigger than it looks. When you actually get inside of it, it's like, wow, this is 300 meters wide. And now we can actually admire the solar system in BeamNG.drive. This is something I never thought I would say in my life. So yeah, we got the planets circling all around it. Don't know what else to really do there, though, so let's go ahead and see what that chaos thing does. I assume all I have to do is just sit on that button and something interesting will happen. I guess? I don't know. We're gonna find out. It's only a few feet away. And we'll just stop on it. Ooh, look at all those suns. That's not normal at all. Oh my goodness, and the planets are going every which direction? Oh, yeah. Okay then. That's something. My car is so strong though, it doesn't care. It doesn't care. It's a very, very strong car. Okay, what about if you touch the button and then go off? Does that do anything different, or does it do basically the same thing? Like, can you make it where you just have the suns there, but they're not colliding into each other? They kind of get their own static thing, and then the planets get flung everywhere? That's mostly what I want to see. So let's see. No, it looks like they're still going to all merge into one ginormous sun. That is massive. The thing is just crazy. Okay, so that solves that. And the one thing I don't know is how to get back to the main area again. So let's just go ahead and go into the scenario selector. I got a handful of things I want to test here. The first thing I want to see is, could we have gone through that corner without braking at all? I think we could have done it. Why? Because when I braked the first time, it felt really awkward. There were some gravitational pulls messing with my steering. So we're going to see what happens here. It's going to be all gas with some more gas and a little bit more gas. I'm not even going to let up on the gas. That's what I'm saying. Just gas, 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 and steering and see what happens. Oh, that worked amazingly. Oh, until I kind of got popped on the two wheels a little bit. It was working great for a second. Now, let's go on the left side this time. See if that's any easier. It is much easier. My goodness, why did I ever go on the right side? We were supposed to do like route planning or something. I just don't do that. I just make it harder on myself. I made it through though somehow. All right, so here's my next question. Is there any way to drive on some of these planets? That's what I want to try to do. So, whoa! I just slingshot it out of its orbit. That's even more interesting. I did not know you could do that. Okay, well, there's the ground level. How about this? What if we just place the car as gently as I can on top of the planet? Can that do anything? So just, there we go, nice and easy. Okay, so we can kind of inch along. Unfortunately, it looks like this car is just not quite powerful enough to do this. I need something a little bit more powerful in different locations. So we'll try this again on one of the other scenarios. Let's go ahead and get back to where we were. Actually, you know what? Are there any other smaller planets? Let's see, that one's pretty small already. That one might be a little bit smaller, right? Let's see. What about over here? Oh, that might be the smallest one yet. Let's see what this does. So, place it right on it as gently as I can. Oh, that's not so gentle. And, oh no, we can't move it all on this one. I wonder if it's just like the curve of the planet. The smaller the planet, the tighter the curve, so my tires can't get the traction. So I need a planet that's big with not a lot of gravity. Except that would be a gas planet, and I don't know if they'll let you drive on a gas planet. Well, maybe. You can crash into the sun, I think, so maybe? That'll be some experimenting for some other times. Right now, all I want to do is I want to try to drive on a planet, so let's figure that out after we do the alternative route with the key. Because I almost forgot about that. I just remembered, oh yeah, I wanted to see that too. I got a lot of things I want to see, man. It's one of those mods where there's just so much to do, I get easily distracted. Tell you what. For this video, we're gonna go to the alternative path, and then as long as I can stay on the road, we're gonna go to the alternative path, and that'll be the end of things. And next time, we'll try driving on a planet again and see if we can find a car-planet combination that actually will allow us to drive. So what is in this path? It's literally just a straightaway with some gravitational pulls. That's it, because there's the exit I saw earlier. Okay, well, that's good. It answered my question, so that's gonna do it for this video. Till next time, this is WhyBeAre, and remember, if you like or dislike this video, I will know. I can tell by the gravitational pull of the planet we are standing on right now, or sitting on, or laying on, or whatever you're doing. So do the right thing, and I'll see you next time.